Greetings and welcome to the Pampering Myself podcast. I'm your host, Pam Jones, aka Jonesy. Our mission is to empower women in every facet of life, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Join us as we explore self-care, personal growth, and holistic wellness, inspiring you to embrace your journey and nurture your inner strength. So grab your favorite snack or beverage, snuggle up in your favorite chair, and relax, because every woman deserves a little pampering. Welcome to the Pampering Myself podcast, and thank you for joining me today. In this episode, we're going to dive into a topic that's relevant for all of us, especially as women navigating the difficulties of everyday life, the importance of clearing out negative energy on a daily basis. In today's fast-paced world, it's too easy to get bogged down by stress, negativity, and the pressures that surround us daily, whether it's from work, relationships, or even societal expectations. Negative energy can creep in and affect our mental and emotional well-being without knowing it. But here's the good news. By incorporating simple daily practices, we can actively clear that negativity and create a more positive and uplifting space for ourselves. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed or weighed down, and really, who hasn't? This episode is for you. Together we'll explore what negative energy really is, why it's vital to clear it out, and practical ways to infuse your day with positivity. So let's get started. So what exactly do we mean when we talk about negative energy? It can be a bit vague term, but essentially, negative energy refers to feelings or vibes that bring us down, drain our motivation, strain relationships, or create a sense of heaviness in our lives. So any of these forms of negativity could manifest in various ways. Just to name a few: anxiety, stress, irritability, fatigue, avoidance, procrastination, or withdrawal. Whether it's deadlines at work, financial worries, or struggling family responsibilities, stress can easily accumulate and create a negative atmosphere in our minds and our bodies. So let's take a look at a few common manifestations of negativity. Emotional negativity. This could present itself in a form of anger, jealousy, or resentment. Emotional negativity can show up in our lives in different ways, like feelings of anger, jealousy, or resentment. And these emotions often arise are unmet needs or the sense that something is threatening us. And they can create a cycle that impacts how we feel and connect with others. For example, you might feel anger when you sense frustration or injustice in your life. Jealousy often points to insecurities and fears about losing something important. And resentment can build up when we feel wronged or unappreciated, making it hard to heal and connect with others. It's important to recognize and address these feelings, as doing so can lead to personal growth and healthier relationships, helping us cultivate more self-awareness and empathy along the way. That's why it's important to forgive people for their misdoings, because resentment festers. There's a phrase that speaks to anger or bitterness. It's like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Then there's physical negativity. It can appear in our lives as clutter, chaos, or unhealthy environments. When our spaces are disorganized, it can lead to feeling of stress and overwhelm, making it hard to focus or relax. Similarly, living in an unhealthy environment, whether it's due to poor habits or surroundings, can affect our mood and well-being. Taking time to declutter our spaces and create a more calming atmosphere can improve our mental state and overall quality of life. It's all about making small changes that lead to a healthier and more peaceful environment. Personally, I can't sit in clutter, but out of sight, out of mind is another thing. And that can only last for me for a short period of time, because if I know a lot of stuff is around, I can't function, even when it's out of sight, out of mind. Then there's mental negativity, which often manifests as thought patterns like self-doubt and harsh self-criticism. These internal dialogues can be incredibly damaging, making us question our abilities and worth. It's easy to fall into a trap of negative thinking, which can overshadow our achievements and potential. Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards change. And by challenging those thoughts and replacing them with positive affirmations, we can cultivate a healthier mindset that empowers us rather than holds us back. Embracing self-compassion can only transform our mental landscape. Next is interpersonal negativity, which often stems from toxic relationships or interactions with people who are controlling, manipulative, or abusive. These dynamics can create a heavy emotional burden, leading to feelings of anxiety and low self-worth. It's important to recognize when relationships are harmful and to set boundaries that protect our well-being. Surrounding ourselves with supportive and respectful individuals can make a big difference, fostering healthier connections that uplift us rather than drain us. Prioritizing positive interactions is key to nurturing our emotional health and happiness. And finally, environmental negativity, which often arise from unresolved conflicts or a history of trauma, creating a healthy or an uncomfortable environment in spaces like our homes or workplace. You might notice that certain places carry an emotional weight, making it hard to feel at ease. Acknowledging these feelings is essential. It allows us to address the underlying issues and create a more positive environment, whether it's through open conversations or making changes to our surrounding. Taking steps to lighten the emotional load can lead to a peaceful and supportive space for everyone. Now, considering these sources of negativity is especially important for us today because we're juggling so many roles and responsibilities. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, and that's why clearing out negative energy isn't just a nice to have. It's a necessity for well-being. So why is it important that we clear out negative energy from our lives? Well, first and foremost, maintaining a positive energy flow can significantly improve our mental clarity. When we're bogged down by negativity, it's like trying to see through a foggy window. Our thoughts become clouded, and making decisions can feel overwhelming. But when we actively clear out that negativity, we create a space for clarity and focus, allowing us to think more clearly and make better choices. This is especially important for us as women, as we often carry the weight of not just our own feelings, but also those around us. Not to mention, clearing out negative energy can have a ripple effect on our physical well-being. Did you know that stress and negative emotions can manifest in symptoms such as headaches, fatigue, and even chronic pain? And by addressing the emotional and mental aspects, we can significantly improve our overall health. So as we can see, clearing out negative energy isn't just about feeling good in the moment. It's about creating a healthier, more vibrant life overall. Now that we know the importance of clearing out negative energy, let's consider a few practical tips and rituals that we can easily incorporate into our daily routine to help us maintain a positive mindset. First up, morning mindfulness. Starting your day with a few moments of mindfulness can set a positive tone for the day ahead. This can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, practicing gratitude, or reciting positive affirmations. For example, before you even get out of bed, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. It can shift your mindset and help you focus on the positive right from the start. Personally, I thank God for allowing me to see a new day and whatever else is on my mind at the time. Next, engage in some form of physical movement. It's a fantastic way to release pent-up energy. It doesn't have to be an intense workout. Even a brisk walk, some yoga, or a quick dance session in your living room can do wonders. Movement helps to release endorphins, which are natural mood lifters, and it can clear your mind, allowing you to start the day feeling fresh. Walking is my favorite, especially outdoors. So, weather permitting, I take a stroll for a minimum of 30 minutes. And then I put on my headphones if I'm walking by myself and listen to some meditation or one of my self-help recordings. My second favorite is the app I have on my phone, which I cast to my television called Body Groove. It's well worth the $5 I pay monthly for a variety of dance moves, meditations, and even challenges, mainly geared towards women of different ages and abilities. Moving on to the third practice, breathing exercise. When we're stressed, our breath tends to become shallow, which can exacerbate feeling of anxiety. Try this simple technique. Take a deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for 4, and then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this a few times, and you'll notice a sense of calm washing over you. It's a quick and effective way to release tension and clear negative energy. This is truly a quick fix when you find yourself in a catch-22. But the trick is to recognize the need before you respond. Of course, it's never too late to put it into practice, even if you're in the thick of it. Stop, close your eyes, and take in a deep breath. I'm telling you, it works every time. Now, let's discuss decluttering your space. Our physical environment can greatly influence our mental state. Take a few minutes each day to tidy up your surroundings. Clear away any clutter from your workspace or living area. A clean space promotes a clear mind, making it easier to focus and feel good in your environment. The funny thing about clutter is that sometimes it can be so overwhelming that you choose to not address it. A few weeks ago, we replaced some flooring, meaning I had to pack up some things to get them out of the room. I'll admit some of the stuff is just that, stuff. Well, it's still packed away in the spare bedroom because I don't want to deal with it. But as the spring and summer season is upon us, it bothers me just knowing that room has boxes of stuff that now I don't know what's in it. So to reduce my stress level, I'm going to tackle one room at a time and declutter, throwing away those things that no longer serve me. Another practice to consider is digital detox. Oh, this is a good one. In our hyper-connected world, it's essential to take breaks from social media and technology, although sometimes we don't want to. Set aside specific times to unplug, maybe an hour in the morning or the evening, where you can disconnect from screens and reconnect with yourself. This can help reduce feelings of overwhelm and negativity, and often come from constant digital stimulation. The cyberbullying, misinformation, addiction, and concerns for privacy all have a negative impact on our mental health. The best way to avoid this exposure is to set boundaries. I rarely read my news feed, focusing more on the groups that I choose to join, which are of interest to me because of the cyberbullying and the misinformation. And finally, let's touch on journaling. Writing down your thoughts can be a powerful way to process information, emotions, and release negative energy. Take a few minutes each day to jot down how you're feeling. Reflect on any challenges or even list things you're grateful for. Journaling offers a safe space to express yourself and can help you gain clarity and perspective. Now, these practices are all about creating small, manageable rituals that can make a big difference in your day-to-day life. The key is to find what resonates with you and commit to incorporating at least one or two of these into your routine. For example, if you find that morning mindfulness speaks to you, set your alarm just a few minutes early to allow that quiet time. Next, consistency is key. Try to create a specific time and space for your rituals, whether it's a morning routine that you follow before breakfast or a wind down ritual before bed. Establishing a schedule can help reinforce these practices. You might even consider setting reminders on your phone for the next few weeks until it becomes a habit. Additionally, make it enjoyable. If you dread a particular activity, it's unlikely you'll stick with it. Find ways to make these rituals fun and engaging. For instance, if you love music, create a playlist to listen while you move your body or write in your journal. You could also invite a friend to join you for a walk or a yoga session, turning it into an enjoyable social activity. When I walk, as I said earlier, by myself, I listen to my motivational programs, which I have access to plenty of them. And in the future, I'm going to do an episode. I'll share with you the information about this Wellness Academy I'm a part of. It's totally inspirational and packed with so much value. But more on that later. It's also helpful to track your progress. You can keep a journal or use an app to note your feelings before and after your rituals. And this can help you see the positive effects over time, and it'll motivate you to continue. It's just like when you lose weight and you watch that scale go down. Instead of grabbing for something that you shouldn't have, now you're motivated to stay away from it, right? Lastly, be gentle with yourself. Some days will be easier than others, and that's perfectly okay. If you miss a day or two, don't beat yourself up about it. Just acknowledge it and recommit to your practice when you can. Remember, the goal is to create positive energy, not to add more pressure to your life. So as we wrap up today's episode, let's take a moment to recap what we've discussed. We explored the concept of negative energy, why it's critical to clear it out, and practical daily practices to help you do just that. Remember, incorporating these rituals into your life can lead to improved mental clarity, emotional health, and even better relationships. I encourage you to pick one practice to focus on this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you find this episode helpful, please subscribe and share with a friend. I'd like to invite you to join me for a special Mother's Day episode on Saturday, May 3rd at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time. Until then, take care of yourself and remember to radiate positivity every day. And as always, don't forget to pamper yourself. Goodbye.